Good evening, each one of you. It's so nice to be here on a Sunday afternoon. And this is United by Ink's Open Mic. A little about United by Ink. They are a global platform connecting creative minds, and it's an international forum that was founded on 2nd February 2018 as a global Facebook page and group created by Mrs. Sapna Khere to bring the writing fraternity under one roof. It is a thriving community of nearly 10,000 enthusiastic artists who come together to express their creativity in different forms across all social media handles. The vision of UBI is to create an inked family for fellow passionate creative souls. There are avid readers, passionate writers, and authors, performing artists, painters, photographers who are ready to share and take up various difficult challenges. It also hosts a free blogging platform for writers and creative souls and acts as a window to the world. It's a platform where any of the literary and creative expression finds its place. We also provide opportunities to the facilitators for pre and post publishing, marketing, distribution, which would make a printing journey easy for all the creative enthusiasts. So welcome to yet another exciting open mic session of UBI. This session is dedicated to the English poetry. We have with us 5 wonderful poets who are going to share their lovely creations with us. So without further ado, let's get into the open mic. And to begin the session, we have a software professional who lives in Singapore, Ms. Brinda Venkatramani. She has authored 3 poetry books, and her collection of poems are short reflections of what she has learned over the years about secrets of joyful living. These poems will also be a great read for someone who wants to immerse in self-reflection and ponder about what resides with him. Currently, she is working on her upcoming book of poems titled Beyond Rhyme and Rhythm. Brinda ma'am, it's a great honor to have you here, and we would like to hear a few of your verses. So the stage is all yours.
First of all, thank you for the introduction, Kirti. And thanks to United by Ink for organizing this wonderful live session to interact with fellow poets as well as with poetry lovers. What makes poetry so special and why we need more of these forums to celebrate poetry is because poetry is an art that comes straight from the heart. The poems that I'll be reciting today are from my upcoming book, Beyond Rhyme and Rhythm. Over the past few years, I have been part of several writing forums and contributed in many poetry groups. Through this journey, I have met many friends with common interest who have constructive feedback and even inspired me to continue writing throughout their works. So feeling grateful for our friendship, and here is a poem to celebrate us fellow poets. The poem titled Wonder Poets. Be it the star-studded night or the clear blue sky, be it the naked trees or the blooming canopies, all through the seasons 4, we find delight soar, and we wonder. We wonder how, we wonder why, everything around grasps our eye. Be it the ordinary days or the blissful moments, be it the summer earth's cracks or the raindrops dance, all through the directions 4, we see happiness pour, and we wonder. We wonder how, we wonder why, everything around grasps our eye. Be it the gentle breeze or the wild gale, be it the galaxies out there or the heart in here, all through the nucleotides 4, we have poetry etched to the core, and we wonder. We wonder how, we wonder why, everything around grasps our eye, and we wonder.
Very nice.
That's so beautiful. And we really do wonder, right? Before we think and write something, and everything around us makes us wonder. So nice, and it so resonates with all of us. We would like to hear some more from you, Brinda ji. So if you have one more poem, yes, we would like to hear.
Yeah, sure. The next poem that I have chosen is an inspirational poem that I thought can appeal to all age groups. And this is again a poem from my upcoming book, Beyond Rhyme and Rhythm. This is titled, This Too Shall Pass. Days of dull doldrums or nights as restless crickets, dawn without much light or dusk without much delight. This too shall pass, as there is hope to surpass. Every mountain to climb, every ocean to swim, every fear to conquer, every battle to combat. This too shall pass, as there is desire to surpass. Every need for perfection, every lack of clarity, every urge to compare, every inner conflict to bear. This too shall pass, as there is will to surpass. Every ask denied, every request dismissed, every attempt failed, every pursuit dangled. This too shall pass, as there is purpose to surpass. In the journey of life, our journeys are just a mile. Our journeys are just a mile in the journey of life. Shoot the troubles with a smile. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Truly nice.
We love the refrain. Both the poems were really amazing. And
Thank
it really makes us that we should end up buying your book and read. So thanks for giving a sneak peek of what is in store in your book. That was really nice, Brinda ma'am. Going ahead, she's one of the senior person in this group here, but her poetries breathe youthness and youthfulness and young. She makes us feel more young. She is a postgraduate in MA and a BSc Home Science with a B.Ed and has served as a teacher in St. Joseph Convent, Kanpur. Shakuntala ma'am has published 2 volumes of devotional songs in Telugu and has participated in a number of national and international portraits. She has won several contests in many platforms, and she has been featured in several literary, national and international anthologies. Ma'am has written the foreword and review for Chrysanthemum Chronicles publication, An Iconic Dancer, and My Passion Music, the classical and semi-classical, Hindustani and Carnatic music. It's a great pleasure to have you here, ma'am. Having read a lot of poems of yours, it's a great honor to have you here and a great honor to introduce you to a wonderful platform. So yes, we are waiting to hear from you, Shakuntala ma'am. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Kirti, for those warm words. It's a pleasure to be with all of you here. And more so, Sarita, ma'am, I wanted to see her, and today I happened to see her over here. It's a pleasure, ma'am. I've been only seeing you, hearing you always. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice of
nice
you.
So.
Yes, and the other youngsters over here, of course, I'm seeing them again for the first time. Hello, all.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for the introduction. Thanks for all of you being over here. It's a pleasure, pride, everything for me to be here on UBI platform. Thanks a lot. I would begin my poetry with cosmic collaborations. Like, it's somewhat like what Brinda had earlier pointed out about so many wonders around us. And yes, every aspect that exists on this globe, platform, planet, or whatever. So they are all wonders for us. And these are nothing but, those several natural features, you can call them. So many other aspects, whether it's flora or fauna. So based on that, I just try to sort of bring about some kind of a poetic expression to my feelings over here. I hope it will get through all of you like it. So here I am with the cosmic collaborations. Cosmic collaborations, mystical, seamless, scintillating spaces, magical, neither a beginning nor an end. Realms of mesmerizing bends here on our beloved, beautiful planet, blue planet. Many dawns and dusks made my days. Twilight wonders and joys that swayed. How many horizons I touched by. How many horizons I touched by, wandering, wondering, wobbling, and wobbling, learning, understanding, growing, and grooming my inner self with every twilight's rising and setting, swinging with seasons' moods and medleys, inklings, with exclamations, affirmations, and interjections blinking. Life fluttered with every tick-tock of the clock, 24 hours, never enough to lock and stock. Memories and memoirs, beautiful and sad, just stayed. Time flew away, molding my life's experiences arcade. That's about this cosmic collaborations over here.
Beautiful.
Was so beautiful. I
Thank
mean,
you, ma'am.
nature itself is a great inspiration to all writers, isn't it?
True.
And
Very true. Yeah.
grown up reading Wordsworth and Frost, who are like, flowing down with the nature. It all
Yes.
gives a pleasure to the heart when you hear something on nature. And I guess it's a common topic amongst all poets. There wouldn't be anyone, who has not written a poem on at
Yeah.
least a poem on nature. So nice hearing that, Shakuntalaji.
Thank you.
If we all can hear one more, yes, we are all ears for that.
Shall I?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is again also another aspect from nature, colors of pride. And I assumed, the various features on this planet, they're all having some kind of colors. And these colors in turn have some emotions. So I have used them as emotions and I try to express it that way. So here they go, colors of pride. Colors of pride splashed across the cosmic colosseum. The spectrum of life spread along Blue Planet's stadium, a kaleidoscopic wonders of nature's art museum. A riot of colors merging and emerging, forming a spectacular rainbow of hues appealing, shades and tints of cosmic colors, magic unfolding. Crepuscular cones of golden twilights, the glitter and glamour of the nebular heights, magnificent moons, stunning intensities of light, mesmerizing dawns of saffron sanctity, scintillating dusks of amber audacity, changing seasons of moods and modalities, the vast ocean's chromatic tenacity, marine, aquamarine, and teal tonality, placid blue waters of life's sustainability, prismatic horizons of hope and faith invigorating, flapping cyan waves gushing and prancing, as sunlight transforms the tepid waters cavorting, the majestic beach mountains of magnanimity, pristine white ranges of purity and serenity, verdant hills, rolling vitality and vanity, sunshine, yellow meadows, murmuring melodies, winding beautiful valleys of life and fertility, verdure, soothing expanses of beauty and bounty, nature's colors of pride I wear with respect and dignity, every color an emotion, a feeling for eternity, a kaleidoscopic tapestry of cosmic cordiality. That's it, ma'am.
Beautiful.
Thank
So,
That the images that it created, the imagery that you have used, we could feel all the colors, come and play right in front of our eyes. So nice hearing to that, Shakuntala.
Thank you. Thank you.
So much, and I hope all of us did enjoy that. Going ahead, marching forward, we have our next poet from London. She was born in a small town in India, but has traveled far and wide in the country, accumulating myriad experiences. Kaveri ji, after completing her bachelor's in English, she completed a master's in applied psychology. She has worked in varied industries. She loves to deal with various aspects of human nature. After writing her first poetry at the age of 15 and getting it published in the school magazine, she writes poetries that tell us about the diverse life experiences that she has had. Her poems are published in many national and international anthologies and web magazines. She has won many accolades from various global platforms. And apart from poetry, she has also written some short stories and wishes to be a novelist someday. Kaveri ji believes in loyalty, generosity, compassion, and unconditional love. She believes creativity is the key to happiness and loves her writing journey. It's a pleasure. She is also an associate editor of the Global Poet and Poetry web portal and an active team member of Shikpur Literary Club and Publishers Group. It's an honor and pleasure to have you here, Kaveri ji. And yes, we would like to hear from you. The stage is all yours.
Good morning to all. Since it's 11:44 here, and thank you, Ekta ji, for such a nice introduction. Thanks again for for the invitation. I really feel like honored, and sometimes it gets very difficult for me to join because of the time gap, because it's Sunday morning and between breakfast and lunch, so it's really difficult. Anyways, today I have managed. So thank you again. So, my poetries are usually based on my life experiences and human minds, uh, because I really love the natures of human, different types of human beings and their minds and their natures, their attitudes. I really love to inspect all those things. So today I'm going to recite two poems that I have written just recently. So one is the first one is uh, remains the mere path. At the end, it's the mere path that remains. At the end, it's the mere path that remains, and you must walk. If the road was rocky or bed of roses, if the clouds dissipated or the sun was scorching, nothing counts. Neither the destination nor the zeal to reach. Remains the mere emptiness, but you must walk. Remains the mere emptiness, but you must walk. The love-dub is replaced yawns back, remains a heavy thump, and an untold silence. Remembrances rusted, and it's the mere path that remains, and you must walk. And it's the mere path that remains, and you must walk. Moments of agony blended with those of treasure. Moments of agony blended with those of treasure, perhaps the fluorescent shade brewed with grey. Sans sadness, sans elation, sans mist, sans brilliance. Perhaps the shape is changed, remains a mere mass that beats within the flesh. And it's the path that remains, and you must walk. And it's the path that remains, and you must walk. Thank you. So, do I read the second poem now only or later?
No, you can continue. This one was really inspiring and motivating us to move forward no matter what happens. Right?
Inspiration.
Inspirational. Yes, yes. Yes, Kaveri ji, we would like to hear the second poem as well. Please do.
Thank you. So the next poem is, the title is An Untold Tie with Darkness. The night unfurls the serene darkness and me, a bag of untold words, a stack of unsaid emotions, a secret apprehension, sharing of unvoiced silence, staring at each other. I see his eyes every night when the lights are down, peeping through my window. It's my soul he reads, my lonesomeness he feels, and I sense his. A secret apprehension, an enduring bond, for he was awake like me for years, gazing at the empyrean darkness, changing hues, and the stars at play, and gaping me at times, when the world shuts its eyes. Me witnessing his pain, romancing his fancies, falling for him each night. Yet I write his name on my barren heart, as if written on the sand, washed each morn with the golden gleam, and once again I romance, and once again the romance ensues at the dead of the night. Thank you. That's all.
Poignant.
That was poignant. Yes,
Thanks.
yes. Absolutely. That was really, it did really touch the heart. Thank you so much, Kaveri ji. Marching forward, we have Deepavali Sarita ma'am with us, who's going to present the next poem. She is a teacher with the experience of 39 years of teaching and retired as a head of English department at the Hansraj Mahila Mahavidyalaya. She enjoyed her journey as a teacher, and after retirement is what she stepped into the writing world. She started writing short stories and poetry as well. And encouraged by the recognition and appreciation that she got from many literary forums, she continued writing. Her poems are published in national and international anthologies. She believes that creative writing in any form is not just an expression of emotions, but a purgation of the soul as well. Along with writing in English, she writes in Hindi as well and has won accolades there too. And she one day hopes to write in Punjabi as well. So yes, Sarita ma'am, we would love to hear you. And yes,
Thank you very much for, first of all, inviting me. Thank you, UBI Forum, and also Kirti. I know you already, but meeting you again is a great thing. So I'm going to recite my first poem about my journey to write down poetry, how my poetic expressions took place. So I'll start now the first poem. Nonplussed, I stood, watching the world, unfolding, unreeling before me in myriad frames, mesmerizing and repulsive, beautiful and ugly. Deep inside me, these images formed. Wondrous, wondrous passions, feelings uncalled. But I was timid and shy. I couldn't express them in the open. I carved word images, metaphors, and similes to give these an expression. And now watch as the drop trickled down from the thawing snow, forming a brook that doth gaily flow. My pains and joys, my love and affections trickle down from my heart, going through, forming in the form of tales and verses, and these are imprinting on the paper forever to last. So this is my journey to the poetry. So this was my first poem.
that
And-
was really that was really nice, Sarita ma'am. Yes, metaphors and similes. What is there a better way to express our feelings and emotions? Right? So well said. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead, and we would love to hear one more from you.
Okay, should I start my second poem also?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
This is one of my love poems. Actually, I love to write love poetry, both of meeting as well as of separation. So it's one of the poems of heartbreak. Your gift carried the same fragrance, lingering fragrance of your love, so sweet, wrapped deftly in a pink paper, with 1,000 flowers engraved on it. My trembling fingers unwrapped, with eager anticipation. Nay, it was not a love-rich gift from you. A single diamond flared like hellfire, for it was my solitaire that you returned, denying me all happiness on the earth. Since then, sighs and tears, between two sips of tea, between two moments of life, are tearing me apart. Love hurts so much, I didn't realize. Each moment I watch my joys depart. Thank you. So this was about the heartbreak.
That was really poignant. Yes, I really can't write anything out of love, based on love so much. But I've read yours, and this one, as usual, so really, it was.
Thank you, Kirti.
Thank
And
you
it
so
is
much.
nice to see you after a long time.
Same
and
here,
also-
Sarita.
Okay.
Okay, going forward, so we hope to hear your Punjabi poem also very soon. Going
I
ahead.
haven't read so far.
Going ahead with the next poet here, we have a blogger and published author who calls herself a social worker, a spoiled wife, a mother of a beautiful teenager. Currently based out of Navi Mumbai, but originally from the city of Joy, Tanushree has taken a break. After taking a break from her corporate career, became an avid reader. She dived into writing and has discovered her knack wasn't merely a hobby. writing became an integral part of her, and her niche in writing is fiction and poetry. So, yes, Tanushree ma'am, the stage is all yours.
So good evening and thank you, Kriti, for the introduction. And thanks to the team UBI, especially Ekta ji, for this wonderful opportunity. And I'm really, really happy to be here and I'm mesmerized by the lovely poems you all have recited now. So for me, writing is not just a hobby. I'm just in love with words. So my first poem is about all this, like of all the things around, of all the hobbies around, why I'm so much in love with the birds. So the poem is titled I Wonder. So here it goes. When I was a kid, I would wonder what I'd be. Now that I know what I am, I wonder why I am me. Perhaps in my other life, I was something similar that shaped my essay, the one that I'm familiar. I must have been a diary, my pages worthy of a novella, scribbled with thoughts pensive by some jolly fella. In my heart, I sheltered million ruminations and whims of the moments that make or break, of sunshines and dim, torn by some embittered hands, landed in trash pockets, or was carefully folded into paperboard, floated upstream, dreams I chased, or was turned and twisted, metamorphed into a bird origami. Flew with my wings of words, saw the world with eyes imaginary. Is that why I'm fond of words, write with proclivity? The bonhomie with locutions shaped my entity. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that was the first one.
That was really beautiful. And just see the no irony here. All of us, at least whoever has recited, did touch upon one aspect of what a poet thinks or how a poet is formed. Right? We had Brindaji starting off with
Yes.
wonder works for poets. We had Sarita ji talking about her journey into a poetic world. We had no Shakuntala ma'am talking about again inspiration and the inspiration that we get from nature. So all, I think, even though we have not discussed about what we are going to say, but inevitably it all synced up together, right?
Yes.
So
it
these
is.
are favorite themes of the poets.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, the poets love to play with words, and it's their love for words that create the poetry after all.
Yes, and yeah, we will be here to want to hear one more.
Yeah, sure. Just so the next poem was written for my daughter actually. So she's a rainbow baby, and she was born at peak of winter. So the name of the poem is My Winter Bloom. Lying on my bed, enjoying my winter siesta, I drifted to the lands of panoramic vista, ambling through the snowing realm, descried a flower so bright, unharmed by glacial winds and winter blight. All the thoughts niggling, all the lurking gloom, vanished at the sight of the rarest winter bloom. Bursting out in giggles, brought in eternal spring, nestled on cozy leaves, cheer and joy it brings. It moves, my reverie breaks, in reality and fantasy I juggle, digging her face in my bosom, my winter bloom snuggle. Watching her cherubic face serene, I realize I'm living my precious dream. Thank you.
So cute and so, and
Daughters are always beautiful.
yes, yes, absolutely.
They
Special
are,
gift.
yeah,
That's-
they
that's-
really
They are
are.
blooms. No wonder she said they are blooms. They are blooms, of course.
Indeed,
Fresh
indeed.
blooms always.
Yes, yes, yes. That was so
Nothing,
beautiful.
nothing like them.
Yes.
It's-
I don't have a daughter.
But I don't. But I have daughters-in-law.
Yes,
You must be having nieces and all, no? So,
yes, yes. Compensates.
yes.
Nieces or grandchildren.
Granddaughter also.
Granddaughters, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's it. So
Yeah.
that's really beautiful. Yes, daughters, not only daughters, the children are really, especially daughters, sons, and anything you write about them makes it even more special. Thank you so much for sharing with that with us, Tanushree.
going ahead. So today I have this opportunity to introduce our wonderful host who has been hosting us. And it was really wonderful hearing you, Kirti. So I would like to introduce our host today. So Kirti is an enthusiastic educator and a passionate writer who loves to read, write, and speak. So she graduated in computer sciences and started teaching from the year 2015. Apart from that, she started writing during the pandemic, which kindled the urge to dive into the writing world in her. And she loves reading, quizzing, and listening to music and watching sports. So here goes Kirti. We'd love to
So
hear
much.
something from you as well.
Thank you so much, Tanushree ji. UBI has been a great platform, and I guess this is my fourth open mic with them. And many of you I have known virtually, so it's good to see all of you here. And so here I go ahead, going with my favorite news, nature. So the poem is titled Nature's Orchestra. And I am basically from Kerala. So being from Kerala, monsoon is something that has always fascinated me. As a child, yes, we used to enjoy to skip schools, but now when I think about it, it brings out a lot of emotions, and I have written a lot on monsoon. So this one is also from the monsoon season. The poem is titled Nature's Orchestra. The fragrance of the naked earth that lingered as a petrichor picked my sleeping senses. One drop became many, and slowly started the drizzle that cooled the earth as well as my heart. Gradually, the downpour started, and the drops grew in size and force, and my mind sank to the tune. The stage was set to witness the tune orchestrated by nature, which seemed no less than a Beethoven symphony. The raindrops falling on the roof, the leaves and stones were the singers. Thunder played the perfect percussion, accompanied by the croaking frogs and the creaking crickets. The lightning bolt illuminated the otherwise dark stage as the orchestra reached its pinnacle. My heart swayed into these tunes and wished it stayed a little longer. The monsoon, nature's own orchestra. Thank you.
Another poem.
So lovely. Again, the nature as an inspiration is it's like an internal inspiration for everybody.
Right. Thank you so much. Okay.
Poem of nature.
Yeah, I'll have one more. This one, I had written it as part of some theme, and it was to bring out something that inspired. So I don't know whether everyone would feel it inspiring, but for me, the way that building stands now is still an inspiration. So the poem is titled An Inspiration, and here goes it. Her crown burnt all night and sent chills down the spine. Her children, young and old, were killed zealously. It took her brave soldiers more than a day to clean her up from the debris created by perpetrators. She sprang back on her legs a day after the massacre, motivated by her children, and taught them to be resilient. She stood as an inspiration to her sisters around. She continues to be resilient and make her mother proud. Wondering who she is? Well, I bet you surely know. The crown was called the Taj Hotel, and she, Mumbai, you know. So this I wrote taking the 26/11 massacre, and after which, within a day, how the city sprang back and how the Taj Hotel still stands tall. So that's what I said. I don't know whether others would find it as an inspiration, but for me, the way the city sprang back into action.
Back life, yeah.
That was a sad.
That is
It
a
is
real
rightly
inspiration.
said that the city never sleeps. So it
Absolutely.
keeps going and going, yeah,
Absolutely.
from what may, right?
Yes.
Life goes on,
Yes.
whatever
of
happens.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. So that is my second poem. I guess we have another 15 more minutes. So Brinda ma'am, would you want to recite one more poem for us?
Yeah, sure. Before I recite, I'm like totally in awe with all the poets here, and I'm feeling so happy that I can sense the same kind of feeling from everyone. I mean, I'm not just alone. So yeah, this is my next poem. It's titled "When You're Feeling Down." This is also from my upcoming book, Beyond Rhyme and Rhythm. When you're feeling down and don't know how to turn it around, look at how the mountains endure. It is the summit as well as the base, sometimes seen on land, sometimes hidden beneath the ocean bed. Its might is not in its strength, in inaction lay its power. Being a spectator is the need of the hour. When you're feeling down and don't know how to turn it around, look up at the sky and ask, how does he manage to bask? Casting dark clouds or painting colorful rainbows, striking lightning or showering the downpour. He wears a mask for the various tasks, and he always knows he is the one with the unmasked. When you're feeling down and don't know how to turn it around, look at the roaring sea and ponder. How does stillness she conquer? In the midst of chaos, from the sunlit surfaces to the deep, dark depths, from the colorful corals to the disposed buds that collect debris, she is the silent witness of the now. She knows it's all a play, all is well and okay. When you're feeling down and don't know how to turn it around, just have a look around to draw the inspiration from all that surrounds.
Oh, isn't that true?
From
You
around.
end up seeing that
Truly
aspect of the
inspiring.
nature, right? So
Yes.
inspiring. Everything, and you have something or the other to learn from nature. And yes, whenever you feel down, yes, you have to look up to them. So nice, Vrindavan. So nice.
Thank you.
Shakuntala ji, I think you have one more poem for us, right?
I'll have to just get it. Like in the meantime, if anybody can read it. I thought
yeah.
only 2 poems, so I kept 2 ready.
No problem. I guess Tanushree ji is ready with one more poem.
Yeah.
You are on mute, Tanushree ji.
Just a moment. It must be there in my gallery. I'll just check.
Maybe while
Keep
we're
it open.
waiting,
Yeah, I found one. I
Okay.
found one. Okay. So this poem is about women, like it's for every woman out there. So the title of the poem is What I'm Made Of. So women are basically, here I have depicted women as the 5 elements of nature: water, earth, fire, and ether. So here it goes. I'm water. I'm ordained to change my course. I rise, I fall. Yet I choose to keep going, traverse despite all. Time and again I'm maligned, I'm tarnished. I'm the one for your sins who is punished. I'm art. Lying on my face, smeared in humiliation dust, I gather courage, resolve when I must. Taking every ignominy in my stride, I adorn the blemish as victy vermilion with pride. I'm ether. How you treat me with respect or wrath, it reflects on you more. I'm undeterred in my path. More my petals are crushed, more my fragrance is dispersed. If my wings are clipped, I crawl, I propel, with fear abolished. I am fire. I have seen passion and lust, abomination and trust. I give it back whatever you give me, with interest. It's your choice. If you want to be, if you want me be your adversary mask, I need no ally. I choose to be my own guiding light. Thank you.
Love.
Lovely, lovely.
Strong women.
So nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Shakuntala ji, yes, did you get your poem?
I'll get it. In the meantime, let somebody else read.
Okay. Sarita ma'am, do you have one more for us to share with us?
Okay, I'll read out one, and by
Yes,
that time, Shakuntala ji will get another one.
Yeah.
So it's a poem of nostalgia, remembering a childhood friend who may be somewhere, but still waiting for that friend. Sometimes I wonder, are you still there? swinging on your gate, calling out to me to come and play. When the moon was about to rise, I, torn between your call and mom's, was unable to resist the temptation to play with you. Each twilight, mom stood at the gate with anxious expression for being late. I promised to return before dawn, kept playing like an impish fawn. Sometimes I wondered, where have those days gone? Like the birds gone to foreign lands, and we are waiting for them to return. Please call me again before it is time to go to the heaven. I'm still waiting for you. Thanks.
So poignant.
How beautiful and full of nostalgia.
Actually, yeah, you must have found it by now. Have you
Yeah, yeah.
found the? Okay.
She
Yeah,
got it,
yeah,
got it.
yeah. So this is the poem about the sparrows, which at one point of time were extinct, and I had written for Poetry Planet, I think, there, and I got, I mean, in the context, this sort of won someplace over there. So it's a small poem only, I'll just read it out.
Yeah,
My
mine was-
world, it's about my world, my morning alarm, my window's charm, tweeting and twittering a beautiful good morn. My morning mate telling me it's getting late. Hurry up, the daybreak is over. Time and tide will not wait. I jumpstart my day, throwing some grains on my window bay. Hello, my little brown sparrows. It's such a beautiful today. Life was on a roll with these creatures with a soul. Soon realized years rolled by with my childhood mutes of joy. Back home after several years, looked out for the tweets familiar. Sad to see a lonely sparrow, lost and forlorn in the shadows. Where is my chirp? Where is the mirth? Where is the joy of sparrow in the skies? My world of flora and fauna reduced to a place like sauna. The dawn's glory and dusk's delight, forever lost in a world so upright. My sparrow friends too left one by one for lack of habitat that they once lived in. Their very existence in danger today, a species that was a welcome any day. With a heavy heart, I leave my home, knowing well that the last of sparrows roam. Very soon, we'll forget these friendly creatures who were a part of our everyday features. This is about sparrows.
A beautiful
That
poem.
is-
I
Beautiful and sad too.
Yeah,
gone
Yes,
in
yes.
depression when the sparrows vanished.
yeah.
Very
Yes.
long time I was in depression, not
Yeah.
watching the sparrows.
No,
So
and
that's
yes,
very
so
important.
nice. Very, very nice and very poignant too.
Thank you.
Kaveri, did you have one more poem to share with us?
Thank you, Kriti ji. So, the poem. This is from my book, "Blooming in Fall," that I published in the beginning of this year. So, this is a bit philosophical poem that I wrote on a picture prompt provided by some platform. I don't remember. Uh, it was a picture of a monk. So on that I wrote, "Incredible thou art, O monk, incredible thou art, roams thou amidst nature, resides thou in house of God, neither thou affected by opulence nor by plastic pleasure, neither thou affected by debility nor by death, for thy pristine heart unmoved, undisturbed. We bunch of lotus eaters caught in cobwebs of cupidity, imprisoned by hedonism, oblivious of real joy, of genuine treasure. Neither do our hearts find peace amidst nature, nor do we recognize eternal pleasure." That's all. Thank you.
Nice, good one.
That was a good one. That was
Very
a-
beautiful, very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so, okay, I think I will go with one small poem and then we will wind up if all of you are okay with it. So the poem is titled One More Than 46. one more than 46 that made my life a unique mix. People thought me weird, and I was never cheered. Growing up was indeed very hard, but my parents stood my guard. Milestones I achieved with a delay, as small steps I took day by day. People sneered and called me dumb, but to their sharp words, I didn't succumb. I was a failure in their views, but I embraced the wonderful hues and created a world of magic that changed my life from being tragic. Soon, my name was in the rounds when the Da Vinci Award reached this dance. So this poem I wrote on 21st March this year, which happens to be the World Poetry Day as well as the Down Syndrome Day. And the Da Vinci Award, which finds a mention in the poem, it's an international award named after the famous painter, given for the outstanding achievement by young people involved in the study of sciences, technology, literature, and arts. So I just use that as as a way to bring out how people with Down syndrome can also achieve in life. A small bit to bring in a sense of motivation, bring in a sense of understanding amongst others who are not aware of Down syndrome. And we do see children getting, affected by the way the others treat them. So a small attempt to bring them out of that shell. And that is it from me.
Beautiful and so thoughtful. At the end of the day, that they are truly called differently abled. Like they are so specially abled.
They are so special. Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't say differently able, but yeah, specially abled is the word. Yeah. So I guess it is a wrap, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Team UBI, Sapna Kashi and Shyam sir, for giving all of us an awesome platform here to share thoughts. And I hope we all had a good time listening to each other. And
yes, we had a good time.
Absolutely.
And the audience listening to us online, yes, I hope you also would have had a wonderful time.
Yeah,
yes,
we had one.
You have something to say?
Okay, I would like to just give I just noted down as the poetries were recited. The first Shakuntala ji's poem on cosmic collaboration. She used this word, grooming my inner self. So grooming my inner self is very important, and how nature helps us to groom. We sometimes think it's our own effort and I have to make this work this way, I have to make it work that way, but nothing is in our reach. It is all, the grooming happens on its own. So that is one takeaway for me from her poem. And then Kaveri ji's poem on you must walk. Whatever be the path, you must walk. So that's another inspirational poem, because is there really a choice? Do we have a choice? We don't. We just have to walk, no choice. And Sarita ji's poem on heartbreak was very cute. So, and also the journey of a poet and how poetry begins through her, so that was also nice. And Tanushree ji's poem, I Wonder, which is very similar to my thoughts, I thought. So I really like that as well. And her winter blooms about her daughter. I mean, who else can recite this better than a mother of a daughter? And Kirti ji's poem on nature's orchestra was also beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Kirti,
I just wish to say, can I say just one thing here? Before wind up, I just wanted to say it was Dr. Ekta Sachdev who actually contacted me and asked me, and then subsequently Sapna ji and Shyam Sundar ji. So my respects to them, my heartfelt thanks to them. And of course, you being such a good host over here, to you and all these lovely ladies over here. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you so much. So thoughtful of you,
and thank you
to make a note of all what we recited. That was really thoughtful, and thanks that you shared your thoughts with us. That was really nice. Yes, Sarita ma'am, you were telling something.
Yeah, I'm really thankful to Dr. Ekta. She really persuaded me. I know more difficult than writing down poetry is attending a session. And for anyone who doesn't anything about computers. So she was
Yes.
the one who kept on helping me all the time, and also thankful to the forum, thankful to you, and nice to meet you after such a long time. Do you remember our old sessions?
Whole session, yes, ma'am.
So meeting Kaberi was a fun, and I had written down one story, keeping her name as my heroine was named Kaberi.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
You will read that in that forum. I'll
Sure.
send it.
I'll do.
So I know both of you very well, and even Shakuntala ji. So she's such a cute lady.
I-
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Not any cuter than all of you.
You are smiling face. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I don't know, I have met the other two very eminent poets, very nice, but I have not met them already.
Yes.
Vrinda ji and the other person.
Tanushree.
You know, it's good
Tanushree.
that I met a few more persons here. So I'm really
Yeah.
thankful for
Same
that.
here, likewise. So glad to meet you all.
Yes. Thank you. Same here.
And this was really an enriching session. Learned so much from each one of you. It was so great to be here.
It was nice. You are based on Navi Mumbai. Are you Tanushri? You are?
Yes, Saritaji. I'm in Navi Mumbai. Like I've shifted to Navi Mumbai recently in April. Before that, I was in Kolkata.
Okay. Tanu is, yes, maybe a Bangla name, but now it's a common
Yes, I
name.
am. I am.
Even Kaberi is from
Yeah,
Kolkata.
Yeah, from Kolkata. Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
But I was in
And-
Delhi before coming over here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but Saritaji, I think I had seen you somewhere in some other platform in some live session or something. Maybe stories papers or some other session. I have seen you. Your face is familiar, though I was not aware much about your work
She's
at
all
that
over.
time. Yeah,
But I do write.
yeah.
write
Maybe
for-
maybe on the Spectrum Autism or somewhere. I don't exactly remember where, but I had seen you earlier.
I write for many groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are an
I should-
eminent figure in many platforms, actually.
Not
What I
eminent,
gather.
I'm there only. I'm free now. The children have grown up. I'm retired.
Hmm.
So I've got time. Although getting old means that you can't do as much as you do
Yeah,
when you are
not
young.
just time, you also have talent. That's why you're here, right? Time combined with talent.
Right, whether it is good or bad.
Of course, good.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.